How's it going, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of the Regeneration career mode on FIFA 19 with Palermo. Now, I apologise if recently I haven't uploaded as much on this channel. Basically, I've been playing more Fortnite and Trials Rising, considering that they both came out within... The Trials Rising came out, and then 2 days later Fortnite Season 8 came out. And I do play games other than FIFA. I've literally not played FIFA for almost a week. But I'm back on making FIFA videos, and this series starts now. Now let me just give you a little bit of a lowdown on where we are positionally league-wise. In the last season, I finished 13th in Serie A. Literally, this is now season 5. That was the first time I've been in Serie A. The 3 seasons previous, I'd been in Serie B, and finally got promoted to Serie A. And we finished 13th in the first season, which in my opinion is not too bad. Once this loads up though, I will go through a squad report just so you guys can see every player we have in the squad. Now, if you guys don't know what's going on here, I suggest checking out episode 0, which I'll put up in a card which will cover my face in a couple of seconds. And that will explain everything you need to know about this series, because it is way too long for me to explain again, but I will do it briefly once I've done the squad report. So here we go, guys, with the squad report. This one will be nice and short due to the fact that the season's only just started. So, Gabriel Costa, overall of 86. Matteo Romano, overall of 74. Antonio Romano, overall of 82. Patrick Adamczak, overall of 85. Andrea Ricci, overall of 70. Jakob Holm, overall of 73. Marius Holm, overall of 76. Alessandro De Elia, overall of 78. Joseph Grabowski, overall of 71. Luca Mancini, overall of 70. Gustav Jespersen, overall of 69. Ricardo Rossi, overall of 78. Flavio Bayo, overall of 60. Alyosha Korosec, overall of 74. Abilio Arnaiz, overall of 65. Jose Velasquez, overall of 72. Silvio Luna, overall of 81. Geronimo Lopez, overall of 77. Esteban Ojeda, overall of 75. Valerio Mancini, overall of 80. Manuel Henriquez, overall of 74. Giovanni Mariani, overall of 82. Stefano Romano, overall of 76. Alberto Rinaldi, overall of 77. Emidio Vergara, overall of 75. Alberto Fontana, overall of 82. Wilhelm Corrin, overall of 69. Gregorio Dominguez, overall of 76. Matteo Romano, overall of 81. Mate Bijak, overall of 73. And finally, Janez Horvat, overall of 71. So for those of you who missed episode 0, the series works slightly like this. That particular team of Palermo players are all, well, youth academy based players for a start off, but secondly, they represent real life players. So for example, if you look at the starting 11, this starting 11 represents a kind of like an all-time great Palermo 11 if they hadn't have sold their best players. So for example, the goalkeeper would be Sirigu, the 3 centre-backs would be Kamil Glick, Simon Kjaer and Andrea Barzagli. The midfield from left to right would be Matteo Darmian, Franco Vasquez, Javier Pastore and Josip Ilitic. The centre attacking midfielder would be Paulo Dybala, and the 2 strikers would be Andrea Belotti and Edinson Cavani. Now, all of the players in the club represent those players, apart from a couple, give or take. But for the most part, they represent the players, and whatever squad I play will keep representing those players. So, for example, I'm always going to at least starting a game with an Italian goalkeeper, a Polish, Danish and Italian centre-back, Slovenian, 2 Argentinian centre mids, and a Italian winger. So Slovenian and Italian wingers and 2 Argentinian centre mids, an Argentinian centre attacking mid, and a Uruguayan and a Italian striker. Got it? Got it. If you want the proper explanation, head over to episode 0. It's explained much better there. Of course, guys, if I do find anyone better than I already have, then I will sign them. For example, we've got Velasquez there, a starting centre midfielder at 72 rated. If I find a better Argentinian centre midfielder than him, I will sign him. Simple as that. So I can still sign players in this series. It's just a case of they have to be from the right country and in the right position. So it is very exact in terms of what players I can sign. And of course, guys, something I nearly forgot about, we have plenty of kit upgrades to get through, or player upgrades to get through in this video. Starting off with Gregorio Dominguez up front. He is wearing, this is from Long Live Patback, he's wearing the number 7. He's Cavani, so he's going to wear the number 7, isn't he, I suppose. By the way, the numbers aren't exactly the numbers that they used at Parma or whatever, so you can customise them however you want. I don't know what numbers they used at Parma. He's wearing number 7 like Cavani does now. He's wearing white hypervenoms. He also has an untucked shirt that is tight fitting, and also the undershirt only sleeves. Also high socks. That's Gregorio Dominguez. Next up is an upgrade for Gabriel Costa, the goalkeeper. This is from Rodolfo Gaming, thank you very much. These are the boots. It just says Adidas blue boots, so I just went with these, the Adidas Nemesis team mode boots. Very blue, very standard. He also asked for an untucked, tight, undershirt only shirt, just like Long Live Patback did. The black Nike gloves and shorts. So yeah, and he's also wearing number 1 as well now. Yeah, pretty standard. Let's move on to the next one. The final upgrade comes from Ken Alvarez, which is for Manuel Henriquez. He's chosen the Adidas Glitch Prep Skin 1 boots. He's wearing the number 21, which is what Dybala used to wear at Juventus, and I believe he wore it for Palermo as well, I'm not too sure. White sweatbands on both hands, tight kit fit, grey ankle tape, and normal sock height. That is now what Manuel Henriquez is looking like. So guys, because of how long the intro has taken to this video, or at least I think it's taken a while, it's taken me a lot longer than what you've seen, trust me. I'm only going to play 2 games in this episode. The first one being at home to Cittadella in round 1 of the Coppa Nazionale. Cittadella are a Serie B team, so we should win that. Okay, so I found Giovanni Rostigin. I believe this is Chiellini's regen. And if he's very good, then I'm going to get him. I mean, with those physical stats, you can't go wrong. It's just the technical ones aren't quite that good. But he is an exciting prospect. So I'm leaning towards the fact that he must be Chiellini's regen. So here we go then. The first game of this series. Well, played anyway. Palermo versus Cittadella. That is the team that is going to face Cittadella. That is the team that will most likely start most games, unless players start underperforming, of course. But right now, this is the strongest team I have. So let's go. Also, I don't know who Palermo's captain, if any of these players were Palermo's captain ever. If they were, then I will change them to be captain. As Dominguez fires in a shot early on. This team is like a polar opposite to the Port Vale team. We barely have any tall players in this team. The only tall players we really have are Adamchak at the back and Dominguez at striker. The midfield, all of the midfielders are creative midfielders. None of them are defensive mids. None of them are tall, strong players. They're all small, tricky, fast players. Well, not even fast, a couple of them, but it's a different challenge altogether, especially now we are in a top league as well. It's going to be a different challenge altogether to the Port Vale series. So this is one of those series where you guys might have just wait a bit, You know, we might not have instant success. We might finish mid-table this season, and then next season we might get Europa League football or something like that. You know, there's not going to be instant success. Here's Romano. Over the top for Mancini. Ball in. Ugh. But yeah, obviously with the Vale career mode, we've had success in terms of winning leagues and promotion. There's obviously going to be no promotion in this series, and there's certainly going to be no relegation. Not on my watch. Cittadella have made an opening and hit the crossbar, and Delia clears. Oh, Romano's stolen that. Gives it to Enriquez. Romano! You should have put that one away, that's for sure. Blasts it wide of the post. Oh, it was always curling away. Enriquez to Romano. Vergara. I have made all 3 changes. Vergara, Rossi on the left, and also Lopez in the middle have all come on. Here is Rossi now. Does well. Vergara. Enriquez. Right, Romano's got to score this time. Surely. Oh, and he... that was one of the worst finishes ever. But Matteo Romano gets our first goal in this series. A great... Well, I was going to say a great finish. It wasn't a great finish. It was straight at the bloody goalkeeper. But... good ball through from Enriquez. Romano ran through. I need to check what foot he is, but that went through the goalkeeper. Look, he hit it straight at him. Ready? Boom. And it just went through his hands and into the net. 1-0 to us in the 90th minute. Cittadella could spoil the party here, though. Oh, no you don't. They've hit the post and it's been cleared away. Surely this is it. Yes, it is. Oh, what a nervy ending that was. We get a goal and then they hit the post at the other end. Wasn't the greatest of performances. I still need to get used to playing with this team, of course. But in the end, we got the win, which is what we needed. We're through to the next round of the Coppa Nazionale. 1-0. And this is the team that faces up against Cagliari. I'm pretty sure that these are both on the island of Sicily, I think. Either way, they're staring at each other, so this is a rivalry somewhat. But I think they're both based in Sicily. Not too sure. Anyway, let's do this. First league game of the season. I just looked it up, and indeed, both of these teams are based in Sicily. Palermo and Cagliari are both in Sicily, so big rivalry for this first game. The first game of the season does not take place in Italy. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that the manager is Michel Gallo. How did I forget that? Michel Gallo from my Port Vale series is the only Italian person in that team, so he was the only one in the running, in my opinion. First time trying this, he got sacked countless number of times. I lost count of how many times he got sacked. Let's have a look at Cagliari's team. They've got Dimitri Oberlan up front along with Danny Loader. I think that's Danny Loader. He plays for Reading in real life. Lucas Evangelista's one to watch out for as well behind them. Okay, Cranio in goal, of course. Former career mode gem. Well, still is in a way, but he's just like getting towards that potential status now. Delia's just tripped over his own man, and that's allowed Oberlan to get through on goal. But Costa makes the save. Velasquez, what a ball. Korosec, good first touch. Yes. Oh dear, that wasn't very good. Try to get a cross in though. Romano! Oh, Cranio with a save. Korosec in the end putting a decent cross. Good shot there from Matteo Romano, but Cranio is equal to it. Adam Chark, he's one of them who can hit them for sure. He's just that sort of fullback that you'd love to have in that situation. You know, there's certain fullbacks in the world who can just strike a ball like a peach, like Kyle Walker can, or Kieran Trippier can. Adam Chark is like that. He can do anything. Oh, that's dangerous. Rossi's the man to head away. And it looks like this could be the end of the half. Although Cagliari might get another chance. Nope, Adam Chark is the man there again. And again. Bang! That's what I like to see. Enriquez ball in. Oh! I thought that had gone in then. Cosa with the header. And it just hit his head and went behind him. It's hard to believe now that I'm in the 5th year of this series. Alessio Cragno, their goalkeeper, is now 30 years old in this series. So he'll be at his peak. Or maybe not even at his peak as a goalkeeper. He might not even have hit his peak yet. Here's Adam Shark. Now Velasquez. Luna. In for Enriquez. And again. Oh, he's fired it across. Damn it. There's Oberlan. Oberlan, I've just realised then, I completely forget I'm that far in. Oberlan's going to be a bloody good player. He's going to be like 83, 84 rated. Evangelista into Leonardo. Costa makes the save. Oh no. Leonardo with the ball in. Home is the one that heads away. Bugara's coming back to try and meet that, and he has done. Romano can send Ronaldo away here if he can get on his spike. Ronaldo's got speed. Ronaldo's got plenty of speed. Here he is. It's Ronaldo. Can he get a winner? Oh, it's blocked in the end. He did well though. And they're bringing on Vincent Janssen to try and get them a last gasp goal if they can. Luna puts it in and Rossi heads over. Well, there we go. That's full time. It's a 0-0 draw against Cagliari. I feel like towards the start of the season there'll be quite a few games where there isn't many goals in them. Just simply due to the fact that I need to get familiar with this team, but I can also keep out the other team. So there might be a few 0-0s here and there. But much better performance this time around, despite it not being a win. We played against a Serie A team, and we drew 0-0 with them. And we had plenty of chances to score, we just couldn't score. But that, guys, is going to end off this episode of the Regeneration career mode with Palermo. Episode 1 is done. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, then make sure to hit that like button down below. Press the red subscribe button if you're new and you liked what you saw and if you want to see more. That was a mouthful. And if you don't want to miss a video, then hit that little bell next to the subscribe button and you'll get a notification every time I upload. Also, I have 2 other channels that I would just like to plug real quick. A streaming channel and a Fortnite channel. Both of those links will be in the description below in every single video. The link to the Fortnite channel is also on the end screen. And yeah, guys, until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.